Alright, folks, it's turn 25, and, I'm gonna be honest. I think this game is probably over for me, at least in the sense that I'm not going to win it. I'll stick around for a while, I'll be fighting for a while, but I don't think I'm going to win this one. In hindsight, of course, is 2020. In hindsight, I should not have attacked the Marverni, I should have attacked Hinnom. And I know that sounds crazy, because Hinnom is a much larger and more powerful nation than me, but hear me out. Hinnom's troops are giants. Giants have problems with defense, and they have problems with attack density. If I had attacked Hinnom, and critically, Hinnom, while they do have astral magic, has a lot less astral magic. I mean, they have, Amis. 25% of Amis have astral too, but Amis are not quite as spammable as the Marverni astral magic. I mean, like I said, Hinnom has astral magic, it's true, but their mages tend to be extremely expensive, the big ones are slow to recruit, and then their troops are giants. And if you look at giants, with being size 3, they have decent defense skill, but they're also expensive. I can afford to recruit, 2 guys for the cost of 1 Avite Spearman, and 2 of my dual attack soldiers would chop an Avite Spearman down pretty quickly. So, I should have attacked Hinnom. Troop-wise, especially with my strength buff, I probably would have been able to chew through Hinnom a little bit better, even including his Rephite warriors, to be honest. Now, his Rephite warriors are quite strong, but they only fit 1 per square, and they cost a ton. I can recruit 5, not recruitment point-wise, but resource-wise, I can recruit 5 Axe warriors for 1 Rephite warrior, and he might be able to deal with 5 Axe Warriors, but probably not, because 5 Axe Warriors would be swinging 10 attacks at him, or more likely he'd kill 1, and then the other 4 get 8 attacks at him, drop his defense skill to 7, start hitting him, and start chopping through that protection and those hit points. They'd have been able to accomplish something. Now, the Avite Charioteers would have been a problem, but I still think I could have dealt with it with the strength buffs. And I just straight up underestimated the impact of that astral magic. I just outright did not consider how powerful it would be. Which is entirely my bad. There's nothing else to say there. I just screwed up when it came to threat assessment there. So, this big Marverni stack is rolling in on me. They just wiped out my province defense in White Forest. Looks like they're probably headed to the Cursed Land. I've been thinking about how do I counter this? How do I deal with the fact that Mind Burn is just going to decimate my infantry? Skeletons are part of the answer, because skeletons, of course, cannot be targeted by Mind Burn. So all of my Death Shamans that are in here are reanimating. I'm moving up another Death Shaman, Goar, to reanimate further. So that will be all 4 of my Death Shamans reanimating. I'm moving up archers as well, and I'm researching enchantment 4. I talked about that last time. Try and get flaming arrows. If I can get a big pile of archers with flaming arrows, then I can use them to deal damage while the skeletons hold the choke if he tries to storm my fort. Also, I'm summoning a whole bunch of ogres. Ogres are high hit point. Hopefully, they will serve as mind burn sponges, and they will attract the attention of the enemy mind burners. They also have bad magic resistance, so they should be targeted. I think they're more tempting targets than 10 HP Axe Warriors, despite the fact that 10 HP Axe Warriors will actually do more damage. So hopefully I'll summon a bunch of ogres. I'm summoning up like 20 ogres, and I'm moving in some more from over, where were they? Did I already move them in? I already have 6 ogres already here, and then I'm summoning a bunch more. And so they should serve as meat shields to draw the fire of the mind burners. It's not a great strategy, but it's the strategy I have, and I think it will help. I may be able to at least hold the fort. If he charges in to storm the fort, I think I might be able to hold it. It just kind of depends. I'll be helped by the fact that if he moves in to besiege the fort, he won't be able to see what my army is, and so he may not realize that I've started mass summoning skeletons. I should be able to hold this fort for at least 2 turns. This turn, if he moves in that turn, and then 1 more turn to crack it, and then on the 3rd turn he'll be able to get to assault. So I should get I should get 70 skeletons all told summoned up, plus the troops. I'm moving in 57 troops here. I'm moving in my patrollers because I need to use them, so that's 33. That's about 90 troops there. One more turn of archer recruitment here, plus 70 skeletons. Numerically, it'll still be against me, but not by much. And so I might be able to hold. Might be able to hold. Let's see what he cast in this battle. If he was casting much. He may have been buffing the boars. Okay, so he dropped his bless, of course. And then he's casting Stone Skin, just personal buffs on his druids. And the druids are carrying not many gems. Not many gems at all. Here, the boars just charged into my province defense and trampled them, which is what boars are designed to do. Trample light infantry. And then they are throwing some mind burn, okay. And they targeted my commander because he had low magic resistance and sniped him out right away, and, you know, that's what happens. And this is all these ogres they've summoned, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so more or less what I expected, although fewer gems than I expected. They did not have many gems. I found a really good magic site in Troban, the Graveyard of the Damned, so hopefully I'll get to use it, because I'm up to 5 death gems per turn, which is pretty nice. So strategically, my plan right now is basically just to survive the Marverni counterattack and wait until Therados distracts them, because Therados is currently taking all their shit. If I can hold out, Marverni will be forced to pull back, and I should be able to at least reclaim White Forest. Hopefully also one of their other provinces here. But we'll see. I mean, we'll just have to see. That's all I can say, really. I do have blood magic to fall back on as well, since I just researched Blood 1, so I can now Sabbath up, and so I can use a Sabbath with 4 slaves here to cast Flaming Arrows. I have 3 fire gems and no fire income, but that'll be enough, because if I throw down a 4 slave Sabbath with these 3 commanders, one of those commanders can then cast Phoenix Power and then Flaming Arrows, or I can just cast Flaming Arrows with 2 gems, which would probably be better. So that's the plan, such as it is, and we will see how it works out. Recruitment wise, I'm actually not even recruiting a mage down here this turn, because I just don't have money. And what money I do have is going into troops. I should recruit a mage, though. So I will recruit a horticulturist, and then I will take the money that leaves me and buy another archer. So there we go, and I will see you all in turn 26, where we will see if Marverni wish to press their counterattack, or if they're going to be distracted by the ghosty goos, who are currently murdering them. Like, what? Where did that stack come from? I mean, I saw that stack earlier, but still, that's creepily huge. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in turn 26. This game might not go on all that much longer, but we'll see. It was fun. I mean, how do I put it? This kind of goes to show the real difference in the early game between a constructed pretender and a random pretender. The random pretender that I got was... I don't mean to blame this entirely on RNG, because I have not played this as well as I could have. Like, I have made some key mistakes, and then I just kind of played sloppily in other ways. But, like, the fact that my research is so in the garbage is partially down to me, but it's also partially down to the fact that I just have not had the income to support building forts and recruiting mages consistently throughout the game. And of course, a lot of it's because a lot of my mages died, and a lot of my mages were running around, and a lot of my mages even now are doing things. But even so, I don't have as many mages as I would expect to at this point in the game. At this point in the game, at turn 25, as Ulm, I would expect to have like 50 or more mages. And I don't have anything like that. That may be an exaggeration, but seriously, 1 mage per turn, approximately, from the capital. Another fort popped out by turn 12. If I was allowed to pick my own pretender, I would of course have picked an Awake Expander, a Svartalf Mastersmith. And I would expect to have comfortably reached 15 provinces by the end of year 0, and probably I would have been the one to rush either Arcocephali or Baratos, or possibly both. Because early age Ulm with full-blown skeleton, with full-bore skeleton expansion is an early rush nation, and if I had an early game weak nation but dangerous in the late game like Baratos, I would absolutely have tried to rush them. So, starting next to Therados didn't help. Like I said, I have played it sloppily, but I would not expect to be doing this badly this late in the game. I mean, it's not late game. This is still early mid game, but by this point, I feel comfortable in saying I've done this poorly, and I expect to lose at this point. Hinnom is off the fucking chain. I don't know what's going on over here necessarily. Possibly they have another competitor, but right now Hinnom is the big dog on the block. And I think Nasajin is set up to pretty much roll over most of his competition. Now, if I can get free of the war with the Marverni, I may turn my attention to him and fight him, and I think I could fight him a lot better than I'm fighting the Marverni. Although, of course, that is damning with faint praise. But, well, we'll see. I'm going to see if I can contact the Marverni player, do a little bit of fancy pants diplomacy, and hopefully get off the bad list with him. Basically, when I say fancy pants diplomacy, I mean basically I'm going to call him up and say, alright, I destroyed some of your troops, you destroyed some of my troops, no blood, no foul, I'm back out of your territory, and you have bigger problems than me to deal with, so let's call it off, let's sign a non-aggression pact, so sorry that I attacked you like that, and good luck with the ghost you use. And hope that he accepts that. He may accept it, he may not. In his position, if it was me, to be honest, I probably would. And I know that sounds self-serving to say in this situation, but look, he's down to 5 provinces. And he's got 400 freaking ghosts sitting on his border. He needs this army to deal with Therados. It needs to not be tied up fighting Ulm. If he takes this army and pushes into my territory, which he probably can do, he has to expect that Therados will jump on him while he's away. And those ghosts can crack forts like that. Like nobody's business. I mean, Marverni, his capital will go down in 1 turn to a stack of 430 ghosts. So I'll contact him, I'll point all that out. Hopefully we can reach an arrangement. I may give him back to Miglia. I would hate to do it, but I will, if that's the price he demands. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'll see if I can negotiate peace, because I don't want to be fighting this war any longer if I don't have to. I would rather turn my attention to other things. I would rather cut Hinnom down to size a little bit, which I think I can probably manage, at least to some degree. And I would rather focus on research and getting some stuff done. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in turn 26, and we'll see what the results of my diplomacy are. Take care. Alright, it is turn 26, and I noticed something terrifying this turn. You see this province down here, where there was a battle? It was a battle in the Obsidian Waste. Calum attacked Hinnom, and they lost. They inflicted some casualties, but here's the terrifying thing. Griffin Riders. And Amazons. These are Garnet Amazons. There are 2 Garnet Amazon provinces on this map, at least. And now Hinnom has the other one. So, why is that terrifying? It's terrifying because Hinnom is a really, really good blood nation that is only held back, only made a bad blood nation by the fact that their blood hunting is awful. Well, if they have Garnet Sorceresses, all of a sudden their blood hunting isn't awful. And Hinnom is already winning this game. So, what that tells me is I need to send in my army of Conans against Hinnom, like right now. Which I will therefore proceed to do. So I've got Hollow up here. I'm gathering an army of Greatsword Skeletons with him. Teha is sneaking down along with Agrawolf to fluff his troops. And he's going to sneak down this way and sneak into Hinnom's territory. Excuse me. I've also got a decent grip of troops down here. What I need is Shamans. Specifically, I need Shamans who have Earth 2, because they are sneaky, sneaky little bastards. So, we're going to sneak that Shaman down with Agrawolf and Teha. Holla will just stay here for the moment, pretending nothing's going on, and then he will follow as quickly as he can. I can't recruit shamans anywhere except my capital, because I haven't built temples in my actual forts, which I need to change, but temples are 400 gold, and right now I only have 300. I could cancel my recruitment there. I'm already not recruiting anything up here. I'm starting to blood hunt this province this turn. I also need to send people down to blood hunt Troban. It's going to hurt my income and my research, but it's got to be done. Troban can recruit militia. Excellent. So Troban, repeat recruiting militia. And we'll send over an independent commander to patrol. So we'll have 3 blood hunting provinces going. As soon as I hit construction level 4, we'll build some sanguine dowsing rods and send them down. I'm up to 51 blood slaves. So the blood economy is going, slowly, but it's going. I can use that to empower people in blood, which I will want to do at some point, but for now we're just building up slaves. And what I'll want to do eventually is, of course, empower a... I'm losing my words. Empower a warrior smith who is earth magic in blood, because if you're earth 2, blood 3, then you can forge bloodstones. So we will use our warrior smiths. We'll forge earth boots. Then we'll forge... Can I forge earth boots yet? No, they're level 4. We'll forge earth boots, then dwarven hammers with our earth gems. And we'll move on from there. Sadly, I had to give up these 2 provinces to the Marverni. But needs must when the devil drives. So, yeah, our next target here is going to be attacking Hinnom. And we are going to plow into them. We should be able to do some pretty considerable damage because our infantry are good at killing their infantry. Now, they do have chariots, and their chariots will be good at killing our infantry, but they'll also take a lot of damage, sort of like earth elementals. So I'm not too worried about it. Here we're going to shift back from antlered shamans to regular shamans. Antlered shamans are good and all, but regular shamans will do the business. We're also going to start recruiting these black witches because getting us Death 2 randoms would be great. That means I need to save up the money to build a fort here, so I'm not spending all my money this turn. I've got a lab, but I've got to get a fort, and then I've got to upgrade it, which is going to take moolah. Unfortunately. So down here, recruiting a commander. Over here, let's recruit an independent scout. I'll send him up there to do the construction work. And that will be that. This is actually an all-around decent province. I mean, it's got 66 recruitment points, which isn't awful. We can give it the 75% recruitment point bonus. It'll be up to about 100. Then it can actually recruit units and stuff. It's got okay resources. So yeah, I will not mind having a fort there. Actually, Temiglia is really where I would want a fort because it has 94 recruitment points. Not huge on the resource front, but and unfortunately it doesn't have any cool indies, so I'm going to have to settle for having a fort here. But at least I can draw some of those resources down. Losing those 94 recruitment points is a bit annoying, but especially because this is the early era, you don't get those kinds of recruitment points very often. I mean, I have a few in different places. In any case, that's going to be the plan. And then down here, we're just recruiting warrior smiths, because we need to pump out a whole bunch of those guys. We've got Gerlach. Gerlach is hiding now with his 44 infantry. We'll get some shamans down there to support him, and then we will go to war. So the war plan is going to be sneak down here, sneak into here. We're going to hit probably, hopefully, these 3 provinces, and possibly also Arcocephale. Ideally, we'll hit Arcocephale before he can build a fort in it. You actually just sneak right there. You can go there. Just kind of spread the scout grouping out. What might be nice is if we could hit Hinnom by surprise and lock down Hinnom's recruitment real quick, because I don't know where he has other forts. He's got temples. Also, his scales are bad. Death and misfortune is a bad combination. He does have Order 3 and Protection 3, but not too worried about it. But yeah, we should be able to, I think we should be able to carve off a big whop of Hinnom right early on, and I really want to do that because I really don't want him spamming out a whole bunch. I don't want him doing what I'm doing. Like, if I am the only one who can do that, that's great. If Calum gets these guys, that's okay. It's better than Hinnom getting them, because Hinnom already has a lot of blood magic and is only really held back by lack of blood slaves, because their blood hunting is inefficient and kills their population super quickly. Calum getting a hold of... Like, at this point, if this province traded hands and Calum got it, Calum would still need to spend several turns building infrastructure here before they could even start getting into blood, and then they wouldn't be able to work it as well as Hinnom can. So I would much rather they have it than Hinnom. In any case, this is my current plan, just working out, getting set up for a war on Hinnom. I'm a little bit worried about Therados. I've been a little bit worried about Therados the whole time, but unfortunately I can't worry about fighting them right now because it will paralyze me, and I can't be paralyzed. I have to go do things. So it's possible they're building up this army to go take this throne. If they do that, that's going to have to be okay. I'll just let them have it, and I'll come back later. They've built a lot of forts. They've got an upgraded fort up here. They've got 3 forts right along the coast. Atlantis does not seem to be fighting them, or if they are fighting, I can't see it. Like, I might interpret this as evidence of conflict, but I don't think I actually can. I think Atlantis is, like, right out here. So, that's a little bit worrying. Atlantis has finally finished off Baratos, and now I hope they'll go fight Therados. I also devoutly hope the Marverni will go fight Therados. Like, that is my big hope right now. Therados is still attacking the Marverni, has one of their forts under siege. So, that should turn into an ugly war pretty quick. And one that the Marverni should be able to handle pretty well, because they have holy astral cross paths, so they can form holy communions and spam out incredibly powerful banishings. And they can also get some water in those communions, so they can throw the... Well, no, the water spells are anti-demon, not anti-undead. But they should, with the big holy communions, I think they should be able to wipe out armies of ghosts. It's tougher than wiping out armies of skeletons with banishment, but they should still be able to manage it. So that's my hope there. Marverni will survive and remain relatively weak, but push the ghosts back, and then Atlantis will jump on them, is what I'm really hoping for. I, meanwhile, will go fight the giants, and play David in this little David and Goliath story, except if David was 100 screaming men with axes. And we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in turn 27. Okay, it's Accidental Ascension turn 27. The plan to attack Hinnom is more or less proceeding apace. My troops are sneaking into Hinnomite territory. Here and here. And we'll be pushing in. My goal is going to be to take kind of these provinces. Basically, I want to threaten Hinnom itself immediately. And scare Nasajin really bad. Research-wise, still pretty garbage, but getting a little bit better. Troop-wise, I should be able to take the initial targets pretty easily. After that, it will get very dicey, but I've got to do it. All of Hinnom's armies, at least I think this is most of Hinnom's armies, are down here, and they're besieging Calum, which is super bad, because if Nasajin gets a 3rd freaking capital province, he will be just incredibly dangerous. What I really would like would be to take this. Actually taking Arco would be... Yeah, that's kind of what I need to do here, is take Arco. So yeah, move through there. I've got a horned shaman coming down this way. I'm going to be... Why am I not recruiting any mages in the capital? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's right. I'm recruiting, like, no mages. Why am I recruiting no mages? Because I have no money? That's right, because I'm building a fort here in order to fort up these black witches to start recruiting them, because a 25% chance to get Death 2 is fantastic compared to my normal 3% chance to get Death 2, which I have not yet hit at all. I need Death 2. It's important. In fact, I would go so far as to say it is vital to my late game strategy. So, got to get those Black Witches up and running as quickly as possible, so I'm sacrificing a turn of mage recruitment in order to get that done. Except I am recruiting a tiny man up here to do a little bit of research. But, yeah. Gonna attack Hinnom. Gonna see how that goes. Marverni will be fighting with Therados. Therados is continuing to assault them. Caelim's screwed. Mictlan is screwed, because they only have, I think, 4 provinces, possibly 5. Last turn, looked like they were screwed. It looks like they were under attack by Tir na Nog. It looks like they may have beaten them back. I am probably going to get in touch with them and Atlantis, who I've already been in touch with earlier, and talk to them about the immense threat to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that Hinnom poses, especially now that Hinnom has Garnet Amazons in the Obsidian Waste. You'd think it would be Obsidian Amazons in the Obsidian Waste, but anyway. Can't let him have those. Can't let him remain functional as a nation and have good blood. That is not an option. If Hinnom gets to do that, then we are all doomed. So, we're going to go in, and we're going to do some freaking damage. Blood Slaves, coming along pretty nicely, to be honest. Landerbergt, why are you standing there like a lazy bum? Tell you what. Stallo. Do I have provinces I haven't searched for death yet? Yes. You all go out and find provinces to search for death. There we go. I've handed these provinces back. So Marverni and I are now at peace. Marverni will fight the ghosts, I will fight the giants, and never the twain shall meet until sometime later when we will have our final climactic battle. Honestly, I'm not in a great position, but I am in a survivable position, and I think going to war with Hinnom, as weird as it may sound, is probably my best chance here. Because Strength of Giants Axe Bros can do a lot of damage to giants. And so I think that's a fight that I could conceivably take. I think I can probably manage it. Hollow is going to move down here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to sneak in here. Hollow's going to move down here. Next turn, the troops here will attack this province. Hollow will attack this province with all the skeletons. These forces will attack Arco. Hopefully get it before he finishes building that fort. And then we will proceed from there. We'll stealth around, we'll rampage, we'll cause trouble. Hopefully we'll get somebody down here and take the Obsidian Waste to prevent him from building a lab and a fort there. And we'll have a good time. It'll be a good freaking time. Gem income is a lot worse now that we've lost those provinces back to the Marverni, but it is what it is. It's going to have to be. It's just going to have to be. We don't have any. We have Ithanorid up here. He needs to go down to that province with... Well, no, he's already got 2. He's already got... Let's send 3. Let's send 3, and especially... Let's send some Earth Gems, because we forgot to take any. So have 20 Earth Gems. You can split them up among those 3. And it'll all be good. Okay, yeah, I think that's going to be the turn. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit skeptical, but hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. In any case, I'll see you in turn 28. Alright, it's turn 28. I was going to play this out and then record afterwards, but I saw there was a battle in Caelim, and I have to see this. This is Caelim attacking Hinnom. And so they've got a pile of Area Seraphs. A pile of Area Seraphs. Some Area Seraphines for some reason, and their god. Oh, Angela Thistlebottom, the Aussie. So they got actually a pretty solid god. Bless-wise, attack, fire resistance, and undead regeneration, which is totally worthless. But attack and fire resistance, that's fine. And of course, he is just a really powerful super combatant chassis with very high damage and lots of attacks. So that's actually not bad. He's got a few ice-clad up front, whole bunch of these Fravashis that just spawn with Caelimite mages, and a lot of Area Seraphs and Area Seraphines. I don't know why he's recruiting Seraphines. They're pretty worthless. On Hinnom's side, we've got a pile of infantry, a few Avite heavy archers in the back, a few summoned ogres, Avite commanders, and up front, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rephite warriors and 2 Melkarts. Innovative Algulod build, And not a Melkart. The Melkart. Oh, and he's got 4 Fat Pony Chariots. Okay, so they're just Thunderstriking their hearts out. Yep, they're Thunderstriking their hearts out, alright. And then they're going Lightning Bolt. Okay, so I'm not even sure what all is happening here. They're also dropping a lot of Holy Word. Lightning Bolts, they're stunning people. Doing damage. The chariots are all dead. They're spamming out Phantasmal Warriors. Okay, so Innovative Algulod build is getting lightninged. Not a Melkart is retreating. It looks like they're all routing, but Innovative Algulod build here has a limp, so his combat speed is only 8, and he's not getting away very quickly. And they're just throwing shit at him. They're just hitting him with garbage. This Rephite Warrior is probably going to die. He's been stunned by lightning damage. Oh, nope, he might get away. Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't notice Angela Thistlebottom. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to get away. 2 hit points. Oh, there comes the charge of the Kavi archers. Slowed him down just enough. And Angela Thistlebottom burned him to death. Okay, that's fantastic. So they lost one of their Melkarts, and about half their units all told, including 3 Rephite Warriors. Okay, so that's a significant setback for Hinnom. That's fantastic. In Oak Beach, Therados swarmed a whole bunch of ghosts in on Marverni and won. And in Mictlan, an independent barbarian group attacked Mictlan's enormous province defense and lost badly. So cool. We are blood hunting. Didn't capture any in Vlex. Did capture a few in Troban. You need to start patrolling. And I need to get this guy up there. And we'll need one more. And we also captured some over here. So Bodolev can take those back down there. Remesmund is building the palisade. It's time to start recruiting mages again. Let's recruit a shaman there. Let's recruit a... go back to warrior smiths down here. And then up here we can go back to garnet sorceresses. Doesn't leave a whole lot of money for troops, but that's okay. So, we've got an army here. We've got a small army here. 2 Rephite warriors there. That is Arcocephale. So we are going to attack Arcocephale. This army... Agrabulf has a disease. Why does he have a disease? Okay. So Agrabulf is going to die. I guess. Agrabulf is going to attack there. Hollow will attack there. We'll give Manvale those units as well. So Hollow is just gonna, basically everyone's just gonna go charging in. That'll be fine. Great. We're gonna give these blood slaves to the lab. Send him down over there. So we won't need another commander, at least not immediately. We're up to construction level 3. We'll hit level 4 in a couple of turns here. Gottschalk is going to take all these troopers. And how far can we move? We can get all the way down there. Great. So we can take this province. The next turn we can hit that province as well. Actually, yeah, those are mostly archers. Let's pump out a few more axe warriors. Actually, let's mix in some steel maidens. Godegazel, however you pronounce that. He can actually research for this turn. I've lost my dominion here. I'm in Kufladen's dominion. Kufladen is... Why the hell am I in Kufladen's dominion? That makes no sense. I'm going to send a scout over this way to see how far Therados has expanded on land. We'll kind of work our scouts southwards here. Looks like the Marverni are having a tough time with the ghosts. I was hoping they would do better, frankly, but we'll see what happens there. I may just move back in and snaffle this province if he can't hold the ghosts off. We're going to keep searching for magic sites, looking for more death income, because our death income ain't great. It is better than our nature income, but we've built up a whole lot of nature gems. As soon as I hit construction 4, we're going to start forging in a bigger way. Okay, so yeah, the first initial strike against Hinnom is going to go off this turn. Hinnom has just had their major army repelled and taken significant losses in Calum, so they are definitely committed down here and definitely suffering. Hopefully the Marverni will be able to hold off Therados. They should be able to do something about it. I mean, they've got a big army somewhere around here with a whole lot of druids, so they should be able to do some work against the ghosts. And like I said, if not, I will take White Forest back, and that'll be that. It'll just let it be what it is. And with my remaining 26 gold, I will recruit... what? I'm not going to recruit Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors are fairly garbage. I mean, the advantage of them is they hit harder, but they don't hit all that much harder. And they only swing once. I could recruit 1 Amazon, or 2 Axe Dudes up here. I think I'm going to recruit to the capital, actually. Just going to get a pair of Shield Maidens. Shield Maidens are pretty solid. They are stealthy, they have high defense skill, reasonable protection. They don't do as much damage as Steel Maidens, but if you're looking for heavy chaff, they're pretty solid. So, that will be the plan. This Palisade has 3 turns to go, so it'll be done turn 31, and then I will begin to upgrade it. That'll take another couple of turns, and only then will we actually be able to recruit Black Witches at a rate of 1 every other turn. Currently, we're recruiting them at 1 every 4 turns, which is a little too slow for my tastes, but it'll be alright. So, that is the turn, and I'll see you all in turn 29, I think. Boy, I just don't even want to look at my research. It just makes me sad, man. Just makes me sad. I could save some money by swapping from a warrior smith to a horticulturalist. But I need more warrior smiths. I need to build up my stock. Okay, so that's going to be it. See you in turn 29.